In question 11, we are given this figure 6.40 that you see here, and the problem statement says E is a point on side CB produced of an isosceles triangle ABC with AB equal to AC. So AB is equal to AC in triangle ABC, and E, this point here, is a point produced on side CB. If AD is perpendicular to BC, so AD is perpendicular to BC as indicated in this figure, and EF is perpendicular to AC. So EF is perpendicular to AC. Prove that triangle ABD, so triangle ABD is this triangle, will be similar to triangle ECF, and triangle ECF is this triangle. So we have to show that these two triangles are similar. Now this is actually quite a simple problem because it's easy to see the relationship of the angles of these two triangles. And here's the logic to do that. So angle B in triangle ABD, the first triangle, will be equal to angle C in the second triangle ECF. And why? Well, because triangle ABC is isosceles, so AB is equal to AC. So these two angles will be equal. And then angle D, angle ADB in the first triangle will be equal to the angle at F in the second triangle, which is angle EFC. Okay, so these two angles, both of these angles are 90 degrees, and therefore we can apply the AA similarity criterion to claim that the two triangles must be similar. So let's write this reason now. So let's write this proof. So in triangle ABD and triangle ECF, these are the two triangles we are comparing. So angle ABD is equal to angle ECF. Why? Well, because AB is equal to AC. So because these two sides are equal, the angles opposite these sides in triangle ABC must be equal as well. And then we have angle ADB must be equal to angle EFC. And what's the reason for this? Well, both of these angles are equal to 90 degrees. Okay, and now from these two equalities, we can say that triangle ABD must be similar to triangle ECF. And the reason for this similarity is the AA similarity rule or AA similarity criterion. Okay, so this is what we had to prove. Triangle ABD similar to triangle ECF, and this completes question number. In question 12, we have this figure 6.41, and the problem statement says sides AB and BC and median AD of a triangle ABC, the first triangle, the triangle that you see above, are respectively proportional to sides PQ and QR and median PM of triangle PQR, which is the second triangle. Show that triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. So triangle ABC is this first triangle, triangle PQR is this second triangle. We have to show that these two triangles are similar. Okay, so let's write the information that's given to us. So we are given that AB, BC and AD are proportional to PQ, QR and PM. So we can write this in terms of equality of three ratios. AB by PQ will be equal to BC by QR, and this will be equal to AD by PM, the ratio of the two medians. Okay, so let's call this equation 1. Now here's how we will solve this problem. First, we will consider the triangles ABD and PQM, and we will show that these two triangles are similar, and that's because the sides of these two triangles are proportional. So we can apply the SSS similarity rule, and I will show you how exactly to do that. Then once we have proven that these two triangles are similar, we can say that angle B is equal to angle Q, right? And then finally, if we consider triangle ABC and triangle PQR, we will be able to apply the SAS similarity criterion to these two triangles, because angle B is equal to angle Q and the sides including these angles are proportional, because that's something that's already given to us. AB by PQ is equal to BC by QR. Okay, so this is how we will solve this problem. Now let's write out the proof step by step. So first, let's consider the triangles ABD and PQM, and let's show that these two triangles are similar. So to do that, we observe that BD is half of BC and QM is half of QR, right? So this means that BD by QM, if we take the ratios BD by QM, this will be equal to BC by QR. So BC by QR, let's call this equation 2. So from 1 and 2, if we observe equalities 1 and 2, we observe that BD by QM is equal to BC by QR, but BC by QR is equal to AB by PQ and AD by PM. Okay, so from 1 and 2, we can say that AB by PQ will be equal to, the second ratio was BC by QR. Instead of BC by QR, let's write BD by QM. So AB by PQ equal to BD by QM equal to AD by PM. So these two triangles ABD and PQM, in these two triangles all the three pairs of sides are in the same ratio, and this means that these two triangles will be similar using the SSS similarity criterion. Okay, so let's write this. So we must have triangle ABD similar to triangle PQM, and the reason is SSS, side similarity. Okay, so this also means that the angles at B and Q will be equal. So now we can say that angle B is equal to angle Q. So the angle at B, this angle, is equal to the angle at Q. And now we will finally go back to the triangles ABC and PQR. Okay, so in triangle ABC and triangle PQR, so we have to show that these two triangles are similar. So we will make use of the fact that two pairs of sides are in the same ratio. AB by PQ is equal to BC by QR. So let's write this. AB by PQ is equal to BC by QR. This is given to us, and we have also proven that angle B is equal to angle Q. The included angles are equal. So angle B is equal to angle Q, and therefore we can apply the SAS similarity criterion and claim that the two triangles are similar. So triangle ABC must be similar to triangle PQR, and let's write the reason also. So the reason will be SAS similarity criterion. Alright, so this is what we had to show. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. So we have completed the proof of question number 12. In question 13 of this exercise, we are given that D is a point on the side BC of a triangle ABC such that angle ADC is equal to angle BAC. We have to show this relation CA square equal to CB into CD. Okay, so let me first draw a figure to help you understand this problem better. So here's a triangle ABC that I've drawn, which I will use to solve this problem. Now we are told that D is a point on side BC such that angle ADC is equal to angle BAC. So angle BAC is this angle here, this obtuse angle. So I'm going to take a point D on BC such that angle ADC is also obtuse. So I'm going to take D somewhere here, and now let's join points A and D. So this angle here that we get, this angle ADC is equal to angle BAC. This is what's given to us, and we have to prove that CA square is CB into CD. So what does this relation really mean? CA square is equal to CB into CD. What does this really mean? Well, if we write it in a slightly different way, we will understand what it means. So we are given that we have to show that CA square is CB into CD. So if we write this relationship as CA by CD is equal to CB by CA, if we write it like this, then we will understand what this relationship is really trying to say. And what this now says in this form is that if you consider the two triangles ABC and ADC, so let me highlight these two triangles for you. So triangle BAC, so I'm going to take triangle BAC, this triangle, and triangle ADC. Okay, so I'm trying to match the order of the vertices. So the second triangle I'm taking is triangle ADC. So if you take these two triangles, then in these two triangles, what this relationship is telling us is that CA in triangle ABC by CD in triangle ADC is equal to CB in triangle ABC by CA in triangle ADC. So in other words, what this relationship means is that these sides in the two triangles are proportional. And to show this relationship, we can simply show that these two triangles ABC and ADC that I've highlighted, these two triangles are similar. So if these two triangles are similar, their sides will be proportional, and that will prove what we want to prove. Okay, so let's apply this logic now. So we are given that angle BAC is equal to angle ADC. This is given to us. And also if we observe these two triangles, this angle is common to both the triangles. So angle C is equal to angle C for these two triangles. So basically these two triangles are similar because two pairs of angles are equal. So we can say that triangle ABC, the big triangle, is similar to triangle. So what will be the order of the vertices? So corresponding to A in triangle ABC, we will have D in triangle ADC, because we have an obtuse angle at A in the first triangle and we have an obtuse angle at D in this triangle. So corresponding to A we have D, and then corresponding to B we will have A, and then corresponding to C we will have C. So triangle ABC is similar to triangle DAC. So make sure you understand how I've written this similarity relationship. And now we can say that because these are similar triangles, their sides must be in their corresponding sides must be in the same proportion. So from here I can write CA in the first triangle by CD in the second triangle. So to make your task of writing these ratios easily, so if you take CA in the first triangle, you take the corresponding thing in the second triangle, so that will be CD, and this will be equal to CB if we take in the first triangle. So CB in the first triangle will correspond to CA in the second triangle. So we can write will be equal to CB by CA, right? And now we simply cross multiply. So we take CA here and we take CD on the right side, and this gives us CA square is equal to CB into CD. So this is what we had to prove. CA square is equal to CB into CD, and the proof basically relied on a simple thing we had to show, which is that triangle ABC and triangle ADC, or triangle ABC and triangle DAC, these two triangles are similar. Okay, so that completes question number 13. To learn more, here's what it says. Sides AB and AC and median AB of a triangle ABC are respectively proportional to sides PQ and PR and median PM of another triangle PQR, and we have to show that triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. So let me show you a figure that I've drawn for this information that's given to us. So here are two triangles ABC and PQR, in which AD and PM are respectively the medians, and we are given that AB, AC and AD in the first triangle ABC are respectively proportional to PQ, PR and PM of the second triangle PQR. So let's write this fact. So we are basically given that AB by the corresponding side PQ is equal to AC by the corresponding side PR is equal to the ratio of the medians, which will be AD by the corresponding median PM. So this is what is given to us, and we have to show that triangle ABC must be similar to triangle PQR. So before I jump into the solution, let me explain how we will solve this problem, or the plan we will use to crack this problem. The thing is that if you want to be a great problem solver, it's always best to first outline the plan in your mind and only then go ahead and solve it. Okay, so let's formulate a plan to solve this problem. So here's what we are going to do. We are going to extend this median AD to a point E like this, such that AD is equal to DE. Similarly, we are going to extend the median PM to a point N like this, such that PM is equal to MN. So this is a construction that we are going to do. Now we will join the point E to the points B and C. So let me do that. So I'm going to join E to B and E to C, and similarly I will join this point N to the points Q and R. So N to Q and N to R. So the construction that we have done is extend the median AD to a point E such that AD is equal to DE, and extend the median PM to a point N such that PM is equal to MN. Okay, now if we observe the quadrilateral ABEC carefully, so I'm going to highlight this quadrilateral for you, ABEC, this quadrilateral, we can immediately see that it's a parallelogram, since its diagonals AE and BC both get bisected at the point of intersection D. So ABEC is a parallelogram, correct? Make sure that you understand this. Similarly, if we observe the quadrilateral PQNR, let me highlight this quadrilateral PQNR, this is also a parallelogram because the diagonals get bisected at M. Okay, so now because ABEC is a parallelogram, we must have this side EC equal to AB. So let's write this fact. So EC will be equal to AB, and similarly because PQNR is also a parallelogram, we must have this side NR equal to the opposite side PQ. So let's write this as well. NR will be equal to PQ. Okay, now the next thing we will do is we will compare the triangles ACE and PRN. So let me highlight those two triangles for you. Triangle ACE is this triangle, and triangle PRN is this second triangle that I have highlighted. So we will compare these two triangles. Specifically, we will compare the ratios of the corresponding sides, and we will show that these two triangles are similar by the SSS similarity criterion. So pause the video for a moment to think about how we can do this. So once we have done that, once we have shown that these two triangles are similar, we will be able to say that this angle here, angle CAE, is equal to angle RPN. Okay, so actually let me highlight it in a different color. So angle CAE is equal to angle RPN is what we will be able to show. And similarly, we can say using similar arguments that this angle BAE will be equal to QPN, QPM or QPN. Okay, and from here, if we sum these two angles, so angle BAE plus CAE, which is angle BAC, we can show will be equal to angle QPN plus angle RPN or angle QPR. So basically, if we finally, in the final step, if we then compare the triangles ABC and PQR, so in these two triangles, we can use the fact that BAC, angle BAC, this whole angle is equal to angle QPR, and also the sides containing these angles are proportional. AB by PQ is equal to AC by PR because that's already given to us. And so by the SAS similarity criterion, we can finally show that these two triangles are similar. So that's the plan we will follow to solve this problem. So now before I write out the solution, I would recommend that you pause the video and recall the plan in your mind once again to make sure that you fully understand it. Okay, so let's proceed now. So let me highlight triangle ACE and triangle PRN once again, and now we will compare these two triangles and show that they are similar. So specifically, we will compare the ratios of the corresponding sides. Okay, so let me write out all the observations we are going to make. So in triangle ACE and triangle PRN, so the first ratio I'm going to take is AC by the corresponding side PR. So AC by PR equal to, now the next ratio is this side AE by this side PN. So do you think this will also be equal to AC by PR? Well, yes, because AE is simply double of AD and PN is simply double of PM. And in this original equality of ratios given to us, if we double the numerator and denominator of this ratio, so if we double the numerator we get 2AD, and if we double the denominator we get 2PM, correct? So this will be equal to 2AD by 2PM, and 2AD is simply AE and 2PM is simply PN. So we can write the fact that AE by PN is also equal to AC by PR. And finally, if we take the third ratio, which is EC by the corresponding side NR, do you think this will also be equal to AC by PR? Well, yes, because EC is equal to AB as we saw earlier, because AB EC is a parallelogram, this parallelogram that I'm highlighting. So EC is equal to AB, and similarly PQNR is a parallelogram, so NR is equal to PQ. So EC by NR will be equal to AB by PQ, and originally we are given that AB by PQ is equal to AC by PR. So EC by NR we can say will also be equal to AC by PR. So all three ratios are equal. The ratios of all the pairs of corresponding sides are equal, and therefore we can say that the two triangles are similar by the SSS similarity criterion. So triangle ACE is similar to triangle PRN using the SSS similarity criterion. Okay, now basically why did we show this similarity? Well, because we wanted to show that this angle here, angle, so I'm just coloring this angle, CAE is equal to angle RPN. This is what we really wanted to show. Okay, so let's write this observation now. So from here we can conclude that angle CAE is equal to angle RPN. So let's call this the first observation that we get. And similarly, using a similar line of argument, we can show that this angle here, which is angle BAE, is equal to this angle here. So using exact similar arguments, we can show that BAE is equal to QPN. So let's write this also. So I'm just going to say that similarly, we must have angle BAE is equal to angle QPN, right? And let's call this equation 2. And now what we'll do is we'll add these two equations, because what that will give us is that this whole angle BAC is equal to QPR, this whole angle. And this is what we really wanted to show, because we eventually have to show that triangle ABC and PQR, they are similar. So now we will add the two equations we have obtained. So by 1 plus 2, we will get on the left side CAE plus BAE, that's angle BAC on the left side. And then on the right side we have angle RPN plus angle QPN, that's angle QPR. Okay, now that we have obtained angle BAC is equal to angle QPR, now it's easy to show that triangle ABC and PQR are similar. So let's do that. So now we are going to compare triangle ABC and triangle PQR. Okay, so in triangle ABC and triangle PQR, we were already given that AB by PQ is equal to AC by PR. This was already given to us. So AB by PQ equal to AC by PR was already given. And we also now showed that the included angle pair is equal. Angle BAC is equal to angle QPR. So basically all the stuff that we did before this was to show this equality, that these two angles BAC and QPR, they are equal. So this was what all the effort was about. Okay, so now we have shown that angle BAC is also equal to angle QPR. So basically now we can say that the two triangles must be similar by the SAS similarity criterion. So triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR using the SAS similarity criterion. Okay, so that completes our proof. This is what we had to show, that triangle ABC and triangle PQR, they are similar. So as you can see, this proof involves a number of steps. So go through it once again if you need to make sure that you have fully understood it. And also I will recommend that you work it out completely on your own once again. Okay, so that completes question number 4. It says a vertical pole of length 6 meter casts a shadow 4 meter long on the ground, and at the same time a tower casts a shadow 28 meters long. Find the height of the tower. So to understand this question better, let's first draw a figure representing all the given information. Okay, so here's a figure that I have drawn for you, and let me explain this figure carefully, because basically this figure is the key to solving the problem. So follow me carefully as I explain how I've drawn this figure. So this here that you see, this thing is the vertical pole, and this is the shadow of the pole, and this is rays of sunlight falling and creating this shadow. And similarly we have this tower here, and this is the shadow of the tower, and these rays are the rays that are creating the shadow of the tower. Okay, so what the problem statement is telling us is that the height of the pole is 6 meters, and the shadow casted by the pole is 4 meters long. So this here is 4 meters, this shadow. Okay, and at the same time this tower, whose height we don't know, is casting a shadow that is 28 meters long. So using these three numbers, 4 meters, 6 meters and 28 meters, we have to find what is the height of the tower. So here's the key idea involved. If the shadows are being measured at the same time, then the sun's elevation will be exactly the same for both the pole and the tower, assuming that they are nearby, they are in the same area. So in other words, the sun will be at the same elevation in the sky, whether you are near the pole or near the tower. And this means that the sun rays will form the same angle with the ground. So if you take this angle here, formed between sun rays and the ground, the slant of the sun rays, and if you take this angle here, these two angles will be the same if you are measuring the shadow at the same time. Now this leads to an interesting conclusion, and let me show you what that is. So consider the triangle that is formed by this point here, which is the top of the pole, this point here, which is the foot of the pole, and this point here, which is the tip of the pole's shadow. Okay, so let's call these 3 points A, B and C. So if you observe carefully, triangle ABC is a right angled triangle, and let me highlight this triangle for you. So triangle ABC, if you take this triangle, this is a right angle triangle, right? And similarly, if you consider the triangle that's formed by the top of the tower, which is this point here, the foot of the tower, which is this point here, and the tip of the tower's shadow, which is this point here, these 3 points also form a right angle triangle. So let's call these 3 points PQR. So PQR also forms a right angled triangle, and let me highlight that as well. So PQR, so this triangle is also a right angled triangle. And now it's easy to see that these two triangles must be similar. Why? Because this angle at A is equal to the angle at P, as because the shadow is being measured at the same time, and also the angle ABC is 90 because the pole is vertical, and similarly the tower is vertical, so angle PQR is also 90 degrees. So by asimilarity, the two triangles will be similar, and therefore the sides of the triangle will be proportional, and from there we can find the height of the tower. Okay, so let me write this reasoning now. So in triangle ABC and triangle PQR, these are the two triangles we are comparing. Angle A is equal to angle P, and this is because the elevation of the sun is the same, because the shadow is being measured at the same time. The shadows are being measured at the same time. And similarly, angle B is equal to angle Q. This is basically because the pole and the tower, both of them are vertical, 90 degrees. Okay, and because of this, we can say that triangle ABC must be similar to triangle PQR by the AA similarity criterion. Okay, and now because these two triangles are similar, their sides must be proportional. So therefore we can say that BC, which is the pole's height, observe the figure, BC is the pole's height, by the corresponding side in PQR is QR, the tower's height. This must be equal to AB, the pole's shadow, by PQ, the tower's shadow. Okay, so let's plug in the values. So BC is 6 meters, QR is unknown, AB is 4 meters, and PQ is 28 meters. So 4 meters by 28 meters is 1 by 7. So if we cross multiply now, we will get the value of QR. So QR will be 7 into 6 if we take it to the left side. So 7 into 6 or 42 meters. So the length of QR, or basically the height of the tower, is 42 meters. This is what we had to find. So this is the answer for question 15. So we were able to find the height of the tower just from the length of its shadow, which is 28 meters, and without measuring it directly. This technique has been a very common technique in measuring the heights of tall buildings and other structures. Just find the length of the building's shadow, in this case 28 meters, and at the same time take a short stick or rod whose length you know, like in this case the pole's length is 6 meters, and keeping it vertical find its shadow's length as well, which was 4 meters in this case. And from these three lengths, from these three numbers, the length of the rod and the lengths of the two shadows, you can find the height of the building. So this is a very cool application of the concept of similarity. But remember, the shadows must be measured at exactly the same time. Otherwise, the sun's elevation will not be the same and the two triangles will not be similar. Okay, so that completes question number 15. Question 16 of this exercise says, if AD and PM are medians of triangles ABC and PQR respectively, where triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR, prove that AB by PQ is equal to AD by PM. So let's start by drawing a figure to understand what this problem really says. So triangle ABC and triangle PQR, they are two similar triangles. So here's a figure of two similar triangles that I'm going to use for this problem. ABC and PQR, they are similar. And AD and PM are medians. So let's draw the median AD. So D would be the midpoint of BC, and we join A to D. And then similarly PM is a median, so M would be the midpoint of QR, and we join P to M. Okay, and now we have to show that AB by PQ, which is basically this side AB by the corresponding side PQ, is equal to AD, which is this side, this median, by PM, which is the corresponding median. So in other words, what we really have to show is that the medians AD and PM, they are in the same ratio as the corresponding sides of the two triangles, which seems to be reasonable given that the two triangles are similar. So their sides are proportional, and hence the medians should also be in the same proportion. So that is what we have to show. So here's what we will do to solve this problem. We will first consider the triangles. So we will consider the triangles ABD and PQM. So let me highlight these two triangles for you. So ABD is this triangle ABD, and PQM is this triangle. So if we show that these two triangles are similar, then this result will follow automatically. So how can we show that these two triangles are similar? Well, this angle that we have at B, this must be equal to the angle at Q, because the whole triangle ABC and PQR are similar. So let me highlight the two triangles ABC and PQR. So this angle we know must be equal to this angle, and also the sides containing this angle in the triangles ABD and PQM. Can we say that AB by PQ is equal to BD by QM? So AB by PQ is this pair, and BD by QM would be this pair. So can we say that these two ratios are equal? Well, we can, because BD is half of BC and QM is half of QR. So BD by QM will basically be equal to BC by QR. But we know that BC by QR is equal to AB by PQ, because the triangles ABC and PQR, they are similar. Okay, so this by showing that AB by PQ is equal to BD by QM, we can say that these two triangles will be similar. Triangle ABD and PQM, they will be similar by the SAS similarity criterion. And once we have shown that these two triangles are similar, it will follow that their sides are proportional. So this equality of ratios that we have to prove, that will follow. Okay, so let's write out the reasoning properly. So because triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR, this is basically given to us, triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR, we can say that AB by the corresponding side PQ must be equal to BC by QR. And also we can observe that BD is half of BC and QM is half of QR, correct? So if we take the ratios now, so BD by QM will be equal to BC by QR. So if we observe these two equalities, equality 1 and equality 2, from these two we can say that AB by PQ and BD by QM will be equal. So from 1 and 2 we can say that AB by PQ is equal to BD by QM. So if we now compare these triangles ABD and PQM, we have this equality of ratios, and also we can say that angle B is equal to angle Q, and that's again because triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. So now because this pair of angles is equal and the sides containing these angles are proportional, we can say that triangle ABD will be similar to triangle PQM, and this is because of the SAS similarity criterion. And now because these triangles are similar, all the corresponding sides will be proportional. So now we can finally say that AB by PQ will be equal to the ratio of the medians AD by PM. Alright, so this is what we had to prove. AB by PQ is equal to AD by PM. So this completes question number 16.